Hey, this is Captain Chris Myers, Orlando Fly Casting Lessons. Today we're going to talk about allowing your back cast to straighten out, which will help you make a better forward cast. So thanks for tuning in today. Please become a subscriber if you're not already subscribed to this channel. I got two big fly casting playlists. If you're having an issue with your cast, maybe there's a solution in there for you. Today we're going to talk about the need to allow the back cast to straighten out before we begin to make the forward cast. Just like if we had our line in a pile in front of us and we try to make a back cast, it doesn't work because we have a bunch of slack line, we're not moving the fly. The same thing goes for the back cast. If the back cast has a bunch of slack and it's not straight, as we come forward, we're wasting a bunch of that motion just straightening out the line and not actually delivering the fly in a nice candy cane shaped loop towards our target. The number one reason for not allowing that to happen is breaking the wrist or stopping the back cast going down into the ground, and where we couldn't allow it to straighten out and we immediately have to change directions and go forward before the hook catches on something back there or the line catches the water, which is also going to cause a problem. So if your back cast is going low, you're not going to be able to allow it to straighten out, which means you're immediately going to have to change directions. And if you're changing directions, the second you got back there, you're immediately coming forward, you are pulling on a loose line, and a lot of that stroke is wasted straightening out the line. You're going to have issues consistently on the forward cast. So let's go over, take a look, and see what these two different casts look like, see if this may be happening to you. So here I'm going to demonstrate two completely different casts. The first one is where we want to get to, where we come up, over the top, pause, 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 follow through. There's a distinct stop and pause where the rod is not moving, allowing the line to straighten out. So once again, up, now a cast that I see quite often has the line going directly into the ground behind the caster, and it looks more like this. And next thing you know, the hand will come up over the head. But if I allowed the pause to occur, so if I stop, it's already in the ground. And maybe 5 feet behind my rod, the tip of my rod right now, the line laid all out in the ground, and I could never allow it to go straight. Again, if I stop and look, you almost always see a huge gap between the butt of the rod and the wrist. The rod will be at least level, if not completely pointing down, and that line only goes where we tell it to go. So if we're telling it to go down into the ground by going up, 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 go down in the ground. If we stopped going down in the ground, it can never straighten out. We're always going to have to quick pull it the other direction before a hook catches on something behind us and we end up losing our fly. So then we're quick changing directions. We're getting a horrible front cast with no loop. It usually falls in a pile at the end, where if we could simply lay this line out behind us in a straight line, and it's laid out nice and straight now in one cast, one stroke, it sails right out. If I lay that line in a pile behind me, and now I make that same cast, it fell in a big pile at the end out there. But what happened was, when I make this cast that's in a pile, I'm forward, forward, forward. Now I started to move the fly. I was already halfway through the stroke before I could ever get the fly going. I didn't have enough momentum to straighten it out. If my line is straight behind me, so if I allow that thing to straighten all the way out, immediately my fly is moving. I'm starting the fly moving, the rod bending from way back here. One cast, it shoots all the way across. So you have to have that line tight behind you, straight behind you, before you change directions. So the easiest thing for you to do is look at your back cast. So very few people that I work with have ever looked at their own back cast. They only cast looking straight ahead, and they don't know whether it's great, horrible, or somewhere in between. So you need to turn around and see, is my cast going up? Is it above my head where I can, and is my rod tip pausing back there? Do I see the tip freezing? Or do I see my tip looking like it's bouncing off something and immediately it's going the other way where I've completely lost my loop? So you have to turn around and see what's going on behind you in order to be able to improve it. So hopefully this casting tip will help you make a better back cast, which will in turn help you make better forward casts, be able to get it out farther, more accurate, and lay it out straight. If you're going to be in the Orlando area, you can come see me for a one-on-one fly casting lesson. If you don't have a fly casting instructor near you and you still need some one-on-one help, I also offer video analysis of your cast. I take a look at your cast, identify any issues that I see, give you solutions and techniques to fix them. You can also come see me for a fishing charter from Daytona Beach all the way down to Cocoa Beach on the east central coast of Florida.